Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Stretching Your Middle Splits with me. Today we are in the beautiful Las Vegas. The vlog is on its way. We're at a mansion for a weekend-long photo shoot. So per the usual, I'm filming a bunch of middle split stretching content here. So that's what we're doing today. As you will see in this video, I had to hop around a lot to find the right location. There's a lot going on in this house. Big thank you to Cameras and Models and the Real Chris Bowl for sponsoring this whole event and giving us this incredible location to stay at. Let's get started.
So we're going to start with 10 squats to warm up our thighs. It's never really good to jump right into stretching without warming up first because you're more likely to pull a muscle. After that, we're going to go into our front squats. We're going to do 10 on each side. This will help us be nice and warm to slide into those splits. Next, we're going to drop down into a deeper lunge and just focus on tapping our knee down. We want to keep our hip in place to really work the glute and the thigh. And then we're going to just stretch it out and just start really getting into our body. After that, we're going to go into a half lunge and switch to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing all over again on the other side. Go back and do 10 more squats. You should feel your thighs getting warm at this point. We're also going to throw in a little bit of a back stretch and go into our first back bend, a drop back, and just rock it out to get a little bit into our back today as well. We'll do straight leg, back bend to really push through the shoulders and open up that back. I didn't really like the lighting there, so I decided to move to worse lighting, but beautiful view. So we're going to be in a standing straddle. We're going to stretch out the obliques, reaching over and then coming down to our foot and grabbing our back thigh. We're then going to be in a standing forward fold, but in straddle. And then we can kind of rock it out to really open up those hips. Can then reach over to the foot and reach behind the back to grab the thigh. Just really open everything up. Reaching over to stretch out those obliques, and then coming down into a half squat and pushing the knee back to really open up those hips, coming over to the other side after that, and just getting comfortable in our bodies. From there, we can go into a front lunge, drop the knee back, and really bring that hip down and open up those hips. You can even come to the side of the foot to open those hips more, and then place one knee over the other and lean forward to stretch the outer thigh, and then put foot over knee and lean forward to again stretch the outer thigh, and switching sides. It's super important to stretch the outer thigh as much as the inner thigh. We're then going to return to a front lunge. Do the same thing on the other side, dropping the hip down, opening up those hips, and then we're going to come into one of my favorites, a butterfly stretch. We're then going to bounce it out and push those knees down and then we open up into a straddle, and from there we lean forward in our pancake and really start opening up those hips to prepare for our first middle split of the day. So we're just going to hold this for a good amount of time. So as you can see, I can't really find a location that I want to film in, even though it is a giant mansion. The lighting's much better here. So now we're going back into our straddle, rocking it out a little bit. We are then putting our leg behind our shoulder and stretching it out. After that, we're going back into our back bends. We're going to go into a basic drop back. We're lowering the hips to really stretch out our shoulders, and then doing a straight leg back bend to get deeper into our upper chest. Again, there's a photo shoot going on, so don't mind. Then we're going to lift one leg and the other, just really getting into our full body and coming back up. And again, I just was not happy with any of the locations. So now we're in the gym, going back into our straddle, and now we are just holding a pancake and just opening those hips up. So now finally we are ready for our middle splits. We're going to roll up into those and just hold them. And slowly breathe into the middle splits so that we can sink further and further down into them. When we're finished, we can go ahead and bring our legs back together and just shake it out. We can also rock our knees back and forth. And then to finish it out, we're going to go into our front split. And we're going to do rotations into our middle split and then into our other side split. So we're going to do a couple of these to really open our hips up and get our legs really comfy with the rotation coming into those middle splits.
And guys, as always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It has been a little vulnerable for me to admit that my middle splits are not where I want them to be. I do think this is one of my weakest spots as a performer. It happens a lot because I'm constantly traveling, I'm constantly doing shows that I don't always get to improve my skills, and sometimes because I'm working out so much and performing so much, I'm training certain muscles and letting other ones go. So it has been almost defeating to be like, wow, my middle splits are not where I want them to be. But now that I've been doing this challenge continuously, it's actually been getting me to be more focused on like, okay, I need to make sure that I'm stretching constantly. Even if I'm not filming it, I have to constantly be stretching. So if you are watching this and following along, and if you do one of these every day, 5 days a week only, you will see tremendous progress. The more I film this, the more progress I have. The more I travel and I'm not able to film it consecutively, the harder it is for me. So I'm actually planning on going back after I finish filming it and going through all 30 days with myself. So I hope you do the same and it helps you out. Other than that, I will see you next Wednesday for another stretching video. Have a great time and let's have fun in Vegas. Keep an eye out for that vlog.